Okay, they just here for years, it's the Mizzle show. Always checking in, cause you know we love sports. Hey, they just hit 100 subs, it's time to get some out. Hey, yeah, just two brothers, yeah, y'all. Come tune in, they got guests, they got others, yeah, y'all. Press it in chat, they got talks like no others, yeah, y'all. Cause it's a family up in here, we love each other, yeah, y'all. Let's see what they say tonight, yeah. It's the Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show, yeah. Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show. It's the Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show, yeah. Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show.
So far, we are 13 days into 2025, and technology really likes to make me mad.
We gotta find some way to find a way to get your technology back on par,
No, no,
brother.
no.
This
Like
is
I said, I know what I have to do, but it's these dang thing called adulting and paying bills that just keep getting in the doggone way.
oh well, you ain't gotta explain to me, man. You already know. It's a few things that I've been wanting to get for a while, and that's like, oh, Bill, okay,
Exactly.
cuz, what's happening, cuz?
Good evening. Well, we are now down to the Elite Eight in the NFL.
We
Um,
are.
basically, one team came to play a game, and the other team just took a flight to go to Arizona. And the sad part is, the visiting team had more fans than the home team. But now, let me just say this. Even if the game was played in Inglewood, I still think the Rams would have won the game.
I agree.
But and credit to Sean McVay. Sean McVay had them ready. They were prepared, and I mean, now with that said, I still think Sam Darnold's salary might take a dip with his performance the last 2 weeks in the two biggest games.
Now, remember what I said in the beginning. I'm like, a few weeks ago, I'm like, that man that made himself some money.
Correct.
He might as well just take a hometown discount and stay in Minnesota and back up JJ McCarthy.
Something along those lines, because I mean, now, granted,
He was seeing ghosts again.
he was, but also, I mean, you got Gallimore, sack and a half. Young, sack and a half. Michael Hoyt, half a sack. Uh, one sack by Witherspoon, one sack by Durant, one sack by Johnson, half a sack by Fisk. That comes up to 9 sacks, folks.
Wait, there was 9 sacks in this game?
The Rams sacked Sam Darnold 9 times.
And this is without the best defensive tackle they had in the damn game.
Yeah.
No Aaron Donald.
No Aaron Donald. Correct.
Bro, no. They didn't have 9.
Oh, yes, they did. Yes, they did.
So do we put this all on Sam Darnold or do we blame the offensive line? Who takes the fault for this?
Both, because there were some throws that Sam Darnold.
You know, Andrew, I was sitting here talking to my brother earlier. Once I got the fucking score, I was like, bro, we going to go live. And Andrew is not going to wait till we finish our damn subject to talk about the Warriors. So again, like the last show, Andrew, let us get the formalities out the way. Stick with us, and we will talk about the Warriors. Sounds good?
Yeah, because you shouldn't lose to a 9-31 team. But we'll get into that in a few minutes.
No. At the time, they were an 8-win team.
31.
Not 9.
So we'll get to that in just a second. But no, Andrew, we love your passion.
We do.
There's a lot of things we'll say about the Warriors. We will get to that. Just give us a second.
Yes.
But there are some throws that Darnold made to where he overthrew some open targets. He was throwing ground balls into the dirt like it was Jeremy Outfield. But again, it was just great pressure applied. And Shula, the Rams DC. We'll answer that question in just a second after we talk about the Rams Patriots, because we do have some thoughts.
There we go. Andrew does have some football talk in him.
Well, I will say this. I'll say this real quickly, and we'll get back into the Rams and the Vikings. It was the worst kept secret in the NFL. We all knew that Robert Kraft was going to go get Mike Vrabel. So it
Just
was,
as about as bad as the WWF saying Penta was coming.
yeah.
The moment you put that symbol out,
yeah.
we the fuck knew Penta
Yeah.
was coming.
We know Seto Meadow was coming. So that's that's here nor there. But I mean, it's not shocking. I mean,
No.
if you want to call it the Patriot way, even though the Patriot way happened because of number 12, but
Well,
Vrabel's
he gets no closer. He gets no closer.
True. I mean, in the first 3 rings that the Patriots got, Vrabel played a huge part. He forced the pressure to throw the pick 6 that Ty Law took back in Super Bowl
Indeed.
36 against
Indeed.
the Rams.
Yes.
In Super Bowl 30, he catches a touchdown pass from the hands of Brady. In Super Bowl 38, same thing in Super Bowl 39. So I mean, Mike Vrabel, other than Brady and Adam Vinatieri, played a
Or the
huge
Patriot way.
part in the first 3 Patriot Super Bowls.
You can also throw Troy Brown in there, brother.
Correct. You can.
You can throw Troy Brown in there.
Definitely.
Hey, you know what? Fuck the Patriots. Let's get back to what we're talking about.
Well, all day, every day. But I mean, like I said, it's not surprising.
Yeah, it's not.
And
we knew it.
And the fact that
it had to go out the hands of Mayo getting fired so they can go get who they want. That's the bad part about this whole situation.
But I think for the first time in his head coaching career, I think that Vrabel has a quarterback to possibly work with because it looks like Drake May is the real deal in Foxborough. So it looks like he could be the Patriots quarterback in the next 5 to 8 years. We used to say 10, but we know quarterbacks go like they're underwear. But I mean, they won't trade JJ McCarthy. They would be stupid.
No, after what Sam Darnold produced tonight, yeah, JJ McCarthy ain't going nowhere. Matter of fact,
considering the fact that the Vikings went up to go get him,
yeah,
they were very high on him to begin with.
Exactly.
So, I mean,
and hell, if the coach can get out of Sam Darnold what he got out of him, think about what he can get out of JJ McCarthy.
Yeah. So I mean, Kevin O'Connell,
Coach of the Year. I'm sorry.
Has done some very good things with
just what he did with Sam Darnold, Coach of the Year.
Yeah, I mean,
argue with me.
What he did with Sam Darnold, even though he hurt his Achilles, I mean, he made Kirk Cousins look serviceable, and whatnot. But
again, argue with me that he's not Coach of the Year. I mean, Sam Darnold, ladies and gentlemen, and that's where I rest my case.
It sucks that a 14-3 team is one and done, because I mean, in most seasons, 14-3 gets you home field advantage.
Number 1 seed.
But the Detroit Lions said, "Hold my beer. We're going 15-2."
Hold it. well, hell. Well, let's be real. The Vikings had a chance to be in that situation to get that first round bye. They shit the pot. They went to Motor City and didn't play a goddamn game of football.
Well, they couldn't score.
They laid down just like they laid down today. Exactly.
Well, but Baltimore could have some issues if they don't stop James Cook either.
I mean, well, hold on now.
Remember, you have 2 mobile quarterbacks in this game.
Stop stealing my thunder. Like I was going to say. Now, Josh Allen ain't no Lamar Jackson, but don't think Josh can get loose. Don't think he can get loose and make any defender look stupid. Don't let Josh Allen get the rumbling. I'm this game, I don't know how we're going to break this game down, and I can't wait. I think we should save the breakdown for Thursday for Talking Ish.
Okay.
I think we should save that breakdown, but that game is going to I feel that game should be like the best game, but somewhere down the line, I think one team is not going to show up. I don't know which one yet.
Wow.
I don't know, but I'm just thinking, because you know how we are, bro. We thought there's a few games that we thought were going to be games, and we sat and watched
Yeah, because we thought the same about Week 18 between the Lions and the Vikings, and one team showed up.
So
But I'll be ever.
now
We did say
Baltimore has to travel to Orchard Park, though. Just remember that.
correct. Correct. Um,
So
However, this is not. But understand, the Ravens' defenses play better, but this is not Ray Lewis and Terrell Suggs and
no,
Haloti Nada and Ed Reed. That's not them out there.
no, but they got a fucking stud that wears number 6 by the name of Patrick Queen, though.
No, he's in Pittsburgh. They still got Roquan Smith.
Roquan, that's what I meant to say. Roquan, excuse me. Thank you.
Yes, they got Roquan Smith, and yes, Calvin Noy has been good, but again, Calvin Noy is in his 30s. Josh Allen is still young.
Oh, I like that statement, Andrew.
It will be a great chess match. But now here's my question.
Do you trust Monken? Do you trust Monken, the OC, or do you trust what's going on in Buffalo?
My question is, do I trust Lamar Jackson on the road in the playoffs?
Okay. Now here's the thing. This game. Okay, I guess we're going to be doing this like here a little. Look, here's a short preview of what we're going to get. What I will say, since we're going there.
And I promise we'll get back to the Rams and Vikings, folks.
Now here we go. You have two dynamic running backs on both sides.
Correct.
You have two excellent quarterbacks on one side.
Correct.
Who has the better wide receiving squad?
Right now, the Bills, because there's no certainty that Zay Flowers is going to play.
And I don't think he comes back. Okay. Now, you can say the tight end goes more towards the side of the Baltimore.
But
I think
slide edge to Baltimore.
Mark Andrews.
Because Lively and Andrews are utilized more than Kincaid.
Exactly. So, which I think both of them should be utilized. They should be utilized in this game because they're going to try to focus on taking out the outside. So now this game needs to come in the inside. Use your tight ends.
A whole lot of 12 personnel. Yes.
Exactly. You should be using a lot of stretch plays, a lot of trying to get Cook out there to stretch the ball. But this, as you said earlier, this is going to be a chess match. I believe Baltimore's defense can come, but just how long can Baltimore hold that? Because Josh Allen is a freaking animal, and this might be it. Field goal.
Yes, these are not the Bills of Cornelius Bennett and Bruce Smith and Darryl Talley. We get that. But now, here's the one.
Even if Zay Flowers does play, I don't even think he'll be a factor.
But now
that's 2 weeks off.
Here's the question I have for the Bills. And it's more of a psychological one because the last 2 seasons, your season has ended at home by way of the Bengals and by way of the Chiefs. Is that playing in their head? If it is, Baltimore will take advantage of that. And plus, again, like I said, John Harbaugh teams of the past, certainly before Lamar got there, have always done well on the road. Joe Flacco did very well on the road as Ravens quarterback. I mean, how many times they punched the Patriots in the mouth and how many times they gave the Patriots fits in the playoffs on the road in Foxborough. So, like I said, it's an ultimate chess match.
If the Ravens want to win, feed 22.
Exactly.
Feed 22.
As we said on this show so many times, this is why the Ravens pay that money for Derrick Henry for this month, for this.
Because guess what?
Run.
It's going to be fucking cold in Orchard Park.
Yes.
Do you think anybody wants to tackle that big son bitch?
No.
Especially in the fourth quarter?
Lord knows I wouldn't.
Business decisions will be made.
It just sucks that this is not the AFC Championship game. It's the only sucky thing.
Because of the fucking Chiefs, that's why.
Yeah, I know.
Piece of shits.
Damn it, go Texans. But anyhow, back to the Rams and Vikings. 27-9, the final score. The Rams took care of business. Again, a great job to State Farm Field in Arizona for getting the field ready and trying to make it look like a home game for the Rams. Kudos to them. Well, yeah, okay. We're not saying that the Bills' defense is elite. That's not what we're saying. Because yes, they beat them soundly the first time they played this season. But again, what happened in that game of the regular season necessarily will not happen in
No.
this particular game.
And
Like I
what
said,
week was that game played?
oh God, hold on. Well, let me go.
See, that's a difference.
Since
You can
since
you can try to go off of the last time a team played each other, but a lot, excuse me, a lot of things have happened depending on what week that game was played between the Bills
okay,
and the
so
Ravens. So
that was week 5.
yeah,
Back
yeah.
on September the 20th. I'm sorry, week 4, September the 29th.
Nope.
Ravens won 35-10.
That game doesn't mean shit to this
Henry
game
had
that's coming up now.
Henry ran for 199 yards in that game.
Which he should damn should be doing again.
Correct.
I'm just saying.
Correct. Yeah.
But both teams are different from that week.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just not gonna be. I don't know. Just weird.
But like I said, it definitely will be fun to watch for sure. For sure.
Andrew, also subscribe to Talking Ish with Dub, Chris, and Mizzle. We will also be talking more about this game and all other games Thursday. That's our other show that we do. So yes,
that shows mainly football talk. So
yes.
as Mizzle said,
So
we
all
can
this
subscribe.
that you want to do on this one, subscribe to that one, and then yeah, we can talk a whole lot of ish. But we got other avenues to touch on
But
on this show.
But I mean, Stafford came out in a hurry, threw the ball. Effectively, he was 19 of 27, 209, threw for 2 TDs, quarterback rating of 117. Darnold, 45 or 25 of 42, 45 a touchdown pick. Kyron Williams was steady, 16 carries, 76 yards. Higbee had 5 catches, 58. Nakua had 5 for 44. Cooper Kupp 1 for 29. Robinson 1 for 23. Jared Verse can absolutely leap, the former Florida State Seminole.
Thank you, because you know what was coming.
Got a fumble recovery and then decided to do a somersault into the end zone.
Was that the 57-yard return?
That was the 57-yard fumble return, indeed, for a touchdown. Like I said, I mean, considering where the Rams were defensively just 2 years ago, and to see where they are now, Les Snead and Sean McVay have put together a very good draft, revamping this defense, especially with Young and Verse. Like I said, when the Rams drafted first, I said, "Son of a bitch."
You didn't want to see that twice a year.
I don't want to see that twice a year.
They drafted 2 Florida State Seminoles, though, didn't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
But also, Quentin Lake. And yes, folks, that is the son of the legendary Steeler Carnell Lake. Yes, indeed. 9 tackles, 6 solo, 1 tackle for loss. He had a very good game. Now, I'll say this, and we'll talk more about this on the Talking Ish show on Thursday with myself, Chris, and Mizzle. But I will say this. The Rams, they can go into Philadelphia and they can win because
because they're bringing defense.
That too. But however, the Eagles, even though the Eagles won in advance, they played very sloppily against the Packers and did everything to try to keep the Packers in that game. And if Jordan Love had hit on some of his throws, and if his receivers didn't go down, it might have been a different ball game.
Mm-hmm.
I say that because if the Eagles play like that against the Rams, Sean
lose.
McVay and Matthew Stafford will shred them.
Yeah.
Because Jalen Hurts did not throw the ball very well at all on Sunday against the Packers. Now, granted, yes, he was still battling concussions. I understand that. But
he still seemed a little off.
Yeah. He was way, way off. I mean, if you look at his stats against the Packers, Hurts was only 13 of 21 for $131. Yes, threw 2 touchdowns, but just did not look good throwing the football except for that 1 touchdown pass. Now, granted, it helps that you have Saquon Barkley running 119 yards and 25 carries and averaging 4.8 yards a carry.
Yep. That'll make it easy for you.
the Eagles did suffer a loss, and it hurts me because he's a Georgia Bulldog. But Nakobe Dean injured his knee; he's out for the rest of this playoff run. So now, how that affected defense, and who can take his spot? Like I
Yeah.
said, the Eagles played sloppily. I mean, the Eagles only led 10-0 at the end of the half, and it was only 16-3 going into the fourth. And the Packers trying to make it a game, but again, literally Love had nobody to throw the ball to because half his
No.
receiving core went down with injuries. Now,
Yeah.
I will say this. If Williams can still keep up the run and the Eagles continue to play sloppily like this, the Rams can go into Philadelphia and win. Okay? And then I'm gonna be bold. And I'll save this for Thursday and I'll just save this teaser for Thursday. But folks, and this is just what my football gut is telling me. Do not be shocked if you have a Commanders and Rams NFC Championship game. Don't be shocked. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but don't be shocked if you see it happen. Yeet. And the rule book. Okay, so
Well, I got Tequila. I don't have a rule book. I can't drink that.
I had OJ and H2O. Not mixed together though. That would make no sense. But all right, so the Elite 8 in the NFL has been set. Lions and Commanders in Detroit. That will be on Saturday at 5 p.m. on Fox. Chiefs, Texans on ESPN ABC. That's at 1:30 p.m. Pacific, 4:30 Eastern. And then, of course, Sunday, kicking it off on Fox, or I'm sorry, on Peacock, that in NBC. It'll be Rams, Eagles, even though they're giving the Eagles -5, Lions -5, KC
That's a
-7.5.
nasty stat. That's a nasty stat.
But Ravens and Bills, Baltimore -1. Oh, your expression told it all.
Come on. Really?
Like I said,
They
folks,
won?
talking ish on Thursday. Be prepared. I'm telling you, it's going to be a very
Yeah,
good.
I can't wait till me and Chris touch on this topic. -1 Ravens.
-1 as it stands right now, 11:19 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I got both laptops on my computer desk right now, so I'm I made some room, so I got.
So
both.
they must think this is going to be a Derrick Henry game. If just okay,
Something.
yep, yeah.
It's
Okay, Vegas.
it's definitely interesting for sure.
Okay, Vegas. All right, Vegas.
All right, but now getting to the association.
Oh,
First off, now understand, it will always be screw LA sports teams all day, every day. But
110%.
It was good to see them back in their home arenas playing a game tonight
Yes.
and help the fans take their mind off of what's going on. And again, our continuous thoughts and prayers to those in Los Angeles affected by the fires.
Is it still burning down there? Do we have any updates on containment?
Not high containment, but I mean, you got people. I was watching a 60-minute piece to where the fire chief was explaining that there's not enough, or the water system doesn't hold enough water for particular fires like this. And EJ just came in and said 22% contained.
That's nothing. That's a good. It's a start, but that means there's still big blazing going on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man!
But at the fact, it was good. It was good to see both LA teams back there at their home gyms playing, and giving the fans a couple hours to just take their minds off everyday life. But back to the main thing. The Warriors took a real tough loss. They are 9-10 on the road. Raptors only 8-13 home. 104-101 was the final score, so it was a 3-point loss.
Scotty Barnes.
But Scotty Barnes, hits a I didn't see the press conference, so I would have to watch. So if you can fill us in on what he said, you let us know. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, it's just, I mean,
It's starting to get real pathetic now.
yeah. But
It's
but again, it's like you don't know where to start because again,
no.
we believe in we believe in the philosophy of you don't trade away your depth for one guy, and I
No.
still believe that because
Wholeheartedly.
you can get that one guy, but it's like okay, what's the use if you're gonna run? But what's the use if you trade your roster for that one guy and you have no depth? Um. Okay, now if he's taking fault for that, then Steve Kerr needs to look in the mirror and be like, well, you know what? I need to do that. Now, if he truly feels that way, and he's admitting that, then Steve Kerr needs to take a hard look in the mirror with himself and be like, you know what? I cannot waste away the last talents of number 30. I owe that
Well,
to
no.
him. I owe that to
Damn
him.
right he does. Damn right he does.
Which they can, but they have to beat teams like the Raptors. The team that was coming into this game 8-31. You have to beat them. There's no excuse for that. None.
Yeah, that should have been a get right game for them. At least.
Now, yes, I get it. Draymond Green didn't play because of back. Because of his back. I get it. I understand it. But I mean, I really don't look into plus. I really don't look into plus minuses. But I mean, good lord. I mean, Looney a
So we are
-8.
today.
Waters a
Oh God.
-9. Guy Santos a -9. Kyle Anderson a -1. Moody a -10. Even though Anderson had a nice game off the bench, he had 13. Looney had 10 off the bench. Wiggins had 20. Schroeder had 12. Wardell had 26. But 23 from Barnes. Patelli had 13. 15 from RJ Barrett. Grady Dick had 12. Grady Dick. Wow. If that's an NBA name, I don't know what it is. Chris Butcher 18 and Abaji 12. But here's the problem. But here's the thing though, Andrew. Even though when Draymond has played, Draymond's temper once again is starting to get the better of him.
That's
Which for us Warriors fans is
110%.
becoming a real pain in the ass.
It's getting old.
Like, okay, we know and that's the thing right there, because when he does not play, the defense goes to absolute dog crap. Absolutely. But it's like when he's in there,
It's crazy.
defense is good, but it's like you can't shut up. It's like, okay, foul call, get your point, shut up. It's almost like you want to, cover his mouth because he can't contain himself.
But didn't he say he was going to do slightly better? I thought he
That
said.
those are his words.
I guess. Well, I guess it was with the technicals. Maybe not with the mouthing off or whatever. But it's his antics are getting old, and it's hurting the
Yes.
team more than helping the team.
Yes.
So it's either shut your ass up, play basketball, help this team out. And I'm not trying to say like the one person shut up and play basketball. I'm like, more, bro, you really do need to shut your mouth.
Okay, because okay. 2 of the next 3 games are not give me's.
Mm-mm.
They're not. And yeah, they do miss GP too. Again, when you don't have your defensive energy out there, it takes its toll. Um, and it just sucks. Now, I mean, like I said, the season hasn't really kicked into high gear yet.
No,
But
we ain't even made to the All-Star break yet.
They gotta get themselves right of the All-Star break, and figure out, okay, what are we gonna do? Because right now,
Are they still holding down ninth place, or did they drop a little bit?
because of their loss, they're a game, or they're half a game behind the 10 spot for a playing spot. But again, here's the thing: it is such a log jam.
Yeah.
after the first three seeds. Okay, like I said, OKC's 32-6. Houston right now is 26-12. Memphis 25-15. But there you have Nuggets 23 wins. Dallas 22 wins, and they're struggling without Luka and Kyrie. Clippers 21 wins. Lakers 20 wins. Minnesota 21. Kings 20. Suns 19. Spurs 19. Warriors 19. There's not much separation from the 10 spot to the 4 spot.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
Okay? Like I said, there's only 2 teams right now running away with ridiculous records. One is the Cleveland Cavaliers at 33-5. The other one is the Thunder at 32-6. That's it. Okay? But even with the Cavaliers being 33-5, everybody still thinks the Boston Celtics are going to come out of the Eastern Conference again.
Yeah, I don't think that easy. I don't think
it will not be easy because right now you have the Knicks not that far behind them in the 3 seed, and the Knicks have been playing. They've been playing well,
but they've been starting to play a little bit up and down too, though.
True, and they're 5.
But I still think they'll find a way to pull it out. Though. Yeah, they'll find a way to pull it out.
They're 5-5 in their last 10. The Celtics are only 6-4 in their last 10. Indiana is starting to creep up because now the Pacers, they've won 6 in a row, and they are 7-3 in their last 10. And right now they're at the 5 spot. I think Orlando will get going again now that Paolo is back, and once you get Wagner back, watch out for Orlando again, which they have maintained to keep being over 500.
I don't have to say much.
Losing Wagner and losing Paolo Banchero. So there you have it with there. Can Houston keep up with this pace? That's the big question. Yes, they've won 4 in a row. Yes, they're 26-12. They're the 2 seed. Can they keep this pace up? Same thing with the Grizzlies. Can they keep this pace up? Because we know what the Denver Nuggets can be when they get right. We know what Dallas can be when they get right. Now, I still hold doubt on the Clippers because it always seems like the Clippers will be the Clippers. The Clippers will clip.
They find a way to do something wrong.
Yeah. Now, can Sacramento keep this up? Doug Christie has done a fantastic job. They've won 7 in a row since the firing of Mike Brown. And Mike Brown's a damn good coach. But the Kings have won 7 in a row. They're 7-3 in their last 10. You got to think Phoenix will get right when Booker and Durant get right. So, like I said, outside of the Thunder and the Rockets, 3 through 10 can flip in any which way they possibly can in the Western Conference.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, 50. Andrew, look at it this way. Last year they won 46 games. They went 46-36. Just think about they would have at least 50. They would have had 50 wins last year if they were blowing these close games that they always seem to be in, or these.
Wish they could have more wins than they have now because
Yes.
they didn't blew some leads.
Yes. So if Steve, like I said, if Steve Kerr is saying this, that I got to prepare them better. Well, Steve Kerr, you have a plethora of rings as a player and as a coach. So, get them right.
Yes.
All right. So here are the other scores from the association tonight on this Monday night. As we go back to scores. It's good having 2 laptops side by side where I could just go to the scores and not have to go on my phone. Now, as I was saying, 2 of the next 3 games for the Warriors won't be easy because you got the Timberwolves who are 21-18. They're starting to play better. And Anthony Edwards had 41 tonight in the nation's capital. Now, the Wizards, if you lose to a 6-32 teams, then you don't deserve to play. And then, of course, Monday the 20th, they play Boston again, which the first time they played was a damn good game. But this time they'll be in the Bay Area. So that's your next 3 games for the Warriors. Timberwolves, Celtics, or Timberwolves, Wizards, then Boston. But T-Wolves get the win in the nation's capital by a final score of 120-106. Again, AE had 41 to lead the way for Minnesota. Kyle Kuzma, a.k.a. Slim Shady, had 22 for the Wizards. Randall had 20 and 10. He almost messed around. He had 3 assists. DiVincenzo 13. Gobert had 11. Reed had 12 off the bench to lead the way for Minnesota off the bench. George
No.
had 10 off the bench. Poole had 20. Uh, Kalubi had 15. 20 for Kuzma. Starr has 13. I will say this: if I am the Warriors, I would still try to get Jonas Valanciunas to be part of your big man since he's just wasting
Yes.
away. In
But what are they asking for him is the is the
that would be
question.
the question. That would be the question. That is the ultimate question. But T Wolves win 120-106 over the over the Wizards. Pistons folks. The Detroit Pistons are 2 games over 500.
Get out of here.
Pistons go into the Garden, go into the Mecca, and in a very
Yeah.
good game, beat the Knicks by 5, 124-119. Kay Cunningham, 36 of them buckets.
Give it to him.
As he and Jalen Brunson were in a duel. 11 from Harris, 11 from Thompson, 10 from Hardaway, 10 from Duran. Malik Beasley, 22 off the bench for the Pistons in a big, big win. Brunson had 31. Cat had 26 and 12. Bridges had 27. Anobi had 10. Hart had 12.
Good
Payne
Lord.
had 10 off the bench. It was back and forth between the
man.
Knicks and the
that would have been entertaining to watch.
Yeah, between the Knicks and the Pistons. So far in 3 regular season games, the Pistons have won 2 of 3, and they will play again on April the 10th. So the Pistons having their edge right now in this season series against the Knicks.
Yeah, they're playing good basketball right now.
They are. Pistons go to 21-19. Knicks fall to 26-15. The Knicks still 13-7 at the Garden. Grizzlies the Rockets beat the Grizzlies in the battle of 2 versus 3. 120-118 in another good game on the schedule. Bane had 25 for the Grizzlies, but it was all about Mr. Jalen Green. The man had 42 of them buckets. But he was very efficient of those 42 points. Green shot 13 of 18 from the field, 5 of 6 from 3-point range, and he hit all of his free throws.
See, free throws.
You hit your free throws, boys and girls. You normally win basketball games.
Oh man, that what a productive game he had though. Yeah, that's very consistent.
Whitmore had 16 off the bench. Thompson had 19. Segan had 17 for the Grizzlies to go along with Baines 29 or 25. Morant had 29. Wells had 14. Jaren Jackson Jr. had 17. Laravia had 12 off the bench, but it's the Rockets by a bucket, 120-118. Memphis goes to 25-15. Rockets 26-12. Rockets 14-6 at home at the Toyota Center, so they are taking care of business. Of home court. Well, it was a very bad fourth quarter for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Oh man,
this is how bad the fourth quarter was. The Spurs outscored the Lakers in the fourth quarter, 37-13.
Ouch.
Yeah. Ouch would be the right superlative. Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my.
Needless to say, yeah. Hello, Miss Jody. How are you? Thank you for chiming in. Good evening to you.
Yeah, ouch. Whoa.
What was right?
That's a hell of a fourth quarter.
Right.
One hell of a fourth quarter. Good Lord.
No, Kobe would have been like, "Give me the damn ball." That's what he would have been like. "Give me the damn ball," and he would have. I mean, hold on now. No, we'll get back to that in a second. Basically, one team showed up to play, and Sam Darnold went to go see ghosts again.
That's basically what happened in that game.
I mean, for the Rams to go through what they went through, to move all their stuff, get their families, cats and dogs, to Arizona to play this game. Obviously, they were playing with heavy emotions, but I mean, they came in there, they were laser focused, and I mean,
Mm-hmm.
the game was over at halftime. It was 24-3 at halftime. It was over. It was over, and to me, I really think that versed 57-yard fumble recovery for a touchdown. I think the verse touchdown pretty much just said, you know what, it's over.
Game over. Yeah,
And the
that's it.
Vikings never
Recovered.
and the Vikings never got back in the game. And like I
Yeah.
said, the Eagles played sloppy against the Packers on Sunday. They cannot do that against the Rams because
Nope.
now again, I don't try to throw in divine intervention in football because Lord knows I'm a believer in the Most High God. Everyone knows this. However, the Inglewood Rams are now playing with a purpose. If they were not before, they are now. Now,
You don't think Sean McVay is preaching that in that locker room?
now, I had to give my brother credit for this because he mentioned this. Because when the Dodger legend, Fernando Valenzuela, passed away before the World Series started, he said, don't be surprised if you see the Dodgers win the World Series. Now, again, as much as we didn't want that because, again, as we said at the top of the show, screw everything that is a Los Angeles professional sports team. Every last one of them. But however, you don't mess with things when divine intervention has a way of messing with things. And it seemed like Fernando passing before the World Series started just seemed to give the Dodgers that extra oomph. And thus the fact that, very valid point. Very valid point. They got to the NFC Championship game that season. Absolutely. Absolutely.
We can go as far as 9-11 with the Patriots.
Yeah. But
I mean,
I think here's the thing, Miss Jody. I think the problem with you guys was you guys losing your receivers, losing Watson at the end of the season, and then having Dobbs and Reed go down certainly did not help.
Yeah.
Because the Eagles were doing everything they could to keep the Packers in this game. And it's just loved missed on some plays. But LaFleur has done a tremendous job in Green Bay, and I know the Packers will revamp and reload. This is not the end of the Packers.
Nope.
The Packers are going to make some noise in this NFC North. This NFC
Got a
North
dynamic
division
running
be pretty
back.
good with the Vikings. Yes, but it's the timing of the injuries.
Yeah.
I mean, I go back to my team. The damn 49ers got hit with every injury possible all season long, and it just was too much to overcome. And I think for the Packers, particularly in this game, losing Reed and Dobbs the way they did, it's just the timing of it. Just unfortunately,
it hurt a little bit.
Hurt them a little bit more because I mean, you're now throwing to unknown guys, and there you have it. And by the way, shout out to the 10 viewers rocking with us here at 11:40 p.m. Pacific time. And if you're in the Central Time Zone, the Eastern Time Zone, God bless y'all for staying up with us. We appreciate that.
Darn tootin'.
But
it got bad with Green Bay when you got to put Josh Jacobs out there to play wide receiver.
Yeah,
that's
I mean, yes, JJ can catch the ball in the backfield, but that's not what JJ does. JJ runs between the tackles and looks for contact, and I mean, when we know what Reed, Dobbs, and Watson can be, but sometimes they have a tendency to drop the ball.
Oops.
And a lot of times Jordan Love will put the throw around the money, and as our dad likes to say, hit him in the wrong spot, hit him in the hands. So the Packers will be back. Like Packers will reload, retool. They got some good young studs.
Definitely.
Jordan Love is only going to get better, and hopefully Dobbs, Reed, and Watson can get better pass catch of the ball. Now back to the 126-102 thrashing by the. Yes, you did. You guys scored more than the Vikings, so that there's always that. Um, but back to the 126-102 thrashing by the Spurs over the Lakers, which always puts a smile on our
Ouch.
face. here
Yes.
on the here on the Mizzle and Dub show. Um, Now, when I was watching this, the Lakers were leading in this game, and I'm trying to see where to turn for the San Antonio Fundamentals, one of the best ran
Well, I
organizations in
just think
sports.
Wimby just decided he was going to be the biggest man on the court, which he is, and just
Yeah.
dominate.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the the Lakers were up. The Lakers were up as okay. So the Lakers were up as much as 10 points. They were up 84-74, and then that's when Wimby
Oh,
said, "You know what? Hold my beer."
sounds
And
like that double-digit leads, huh? That's it. Here we go.
here we go.
Going
Double
blowing
digit
double-digit
leads.
leads.
But then again, as the late great Stuart Scott said, it's the NBA. Everybody makes a run, and the Spurs just made their run and did not look back. But then again,
Wimby made the run.
well, I mean, you're not wrong. Um, you're you're not wrong on that assessment at all. Um, as he well, I mean,
He
he had
is a
20.
walking run.
Yes, he is. Yeah. Well, I mean, when you shoot 10 of 17 from the floor, and then you got Castle that shoots 10 of 16 from the floor. Then Vassell shoots 9 of 18 from the floor. So you got 23 from Wimby, 23 from Castle, 23 from Vassell. Then you get 13 and 10 from Chris Paul.
Just no
Then
defense.
then
Just
even
none at
Harrison
all.
Barnes chips in with 17.
No defense.
Then Johnson gets you 10 off the bench. I mean, the
They
Spurs
wouldn't guard nobody.
the Spurs shot 53% from the floor. Lakers shoot 44% from the floor.
That'll
But
do it.
again, here we go. Free throws, Spurs 17 of 20. Lakers 10 of 16.
Oh, you can't be missing your free throws. That's it. There's some points out on the floor.
Free throws are very, very important.
Kind of sounds like championship points.
Yes, 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 they are. But Spurs 19-19 on the year. Lakers now 20 and 17, 12 and 6 at home. And then in the Intuit Dome in Inglewood, California, the Inglewood Clippers get the win over the Miami Heat, 109-98. Tyler Hero had 32, but it nearly was not enough as the Heat did not have Bam Adebayo. And of course, we know Jimmy Buckets is on suspension.
What do you got about what? 3 more left?
That sounds about right.
They should
Hero
just
at
go
32,
ahead and just
Rozier
trade
had
that man.
11, Jaquez at 10. Ware had 19 off the bench for Miami. But for the Clippers, 29 from Powell, 26 from Harden, 21 from Zubac. As the Clippers get the win, 109-98, and that's your association scores for tonight. In or not in, but on the ice, the Panthers at
crazy.
home.
You keep saying tonight, and I'm thinking like, no, it should be.
We still got 60 more minutes left of Monday.
It's rare that this show goes on around this time. Normally,
Yes.
I'm just now walking through the door.
Yes, and he's taking a quick shower so we can do the show. Flyers at home against the defending champions beat the Panthers 4-3. Flames beat the Blackhawks 5-2. And EJ's beloved Edmonton Oilers shut out the Kings 1-0 in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, which makes Mr. Wizzle very happy.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does. So, there was the question, but now we was given an answer. But now even more interesting twists and turns happens in the National Football League. And there it is. There was waiting for it. Go Oilers. So,
are we taking a trip to Arlington?
We are going deep in the heart of Arlington. Yes, we are. So Mike McCarthy will not return to the Arlington Cowboys as head coach, even though he went 50-38 in his 5 years, made the playoffs 3 times in those 5 years.
Playoffs?
Well, okay. Regular season, he went 49-35. 3 years of 12-win seasons. Um, uh-oh. Miss Jody has a hot take prediction. Oh, I've been waiting for this
Deion,
since
Deion
the last time
Sanders.
since the last time she was on this show. All right, Miss Jody,
Deion Sanders.
what's your hot take? So
I'm
yeah,
saying Deion Sanders.
um, I think
I'm
she might not
saying
say
Deion.
I think she might not say Dion, but McCarthy had
Jason
3
Witten.
straight 12-5 seasons. Playoffs could not get to the conference title game. They lost in the wild card round of the Niners in 2021 and 2022. Lost to the Packers in 2023. The Cowboys at one point were 3-2, and then Dakota was lost for
Was
the
that
season.
23? Was that hold up, was that 23 loss? Not was that Aaron Rodgers throwing that dot on the sideline?
No, that was when Jason Garrett was still the head coach.
Oh, that's right.
But that dime.
No, Jordan Love beat him. That was Jordan Love that
Correct.
beat him,
Yes, it was Jordan Love. But yeah,
it was Jordan
I know
Love,
exactly what throw you were talking about, which led to a
that
game-winning
dart
field goal by Mason Crosby. That was Aaron. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is a prick in real life, but that throw was
That's the second awesome throw I didn't see Aaron Rodgers make, besides the Hail Marys. That dot he threw on the sideline, and then that laser he threw between two defenders.
even though he's a prick, the man.
Yeah, he's a dick. Yeah, 100%.
He can sling that football, but McCarthy being let go. Now.
Oh, here we go.
All right. So she says, after the Sam Darnold performance, Vikings don't need to pay him the bag, but he is worth keeping for a backup to help teach JJ. JJ is not getting traded now, but can't keep Daniel Jones, JJ, and Sam. Well, I don't think
we did speak upon that. We did speak upon that a little bit.
I don't know if Daniel Jones will necessarily stay on the Vikings practice squad. He might go and be a free agent.
But I did forget about Daniel Jones being. And nobody wants Daniel Jones. He's gone. They'll drop him before they drop Sam. Darnold will make the squad before Daniel Jones.
And that's even if Sam decides that he wants to even come back to him. So he might want to test the market and see what he can get, even though, like I said, the most important games he was supposed to play, he crapped the bed. But, I mean...
So, yeah, he ain't getting as much as he thought he could have. If he'd have won this game...
There will be other teams calling. But yes,
we calling.
The Saints are expected to interview Mike McCarthy. I know watching PTI, Mike Wilbon, of course, the motivation for the show, Mike Wilbon said that he would take McCarthy right now in Chicago, which makes sense because he knows this division. So
yes, he does.
That it can make a lot of sense, and he's from Chicago. He's from the area, so it would.
Go home.
It will be a homecoming of sorts for him.
You know why I want McCarthy to go to Chicago?
Why is that?
Because that eliminates Ben Johnson. One step closer to Vegas. So go ahead, go ahead and take yourself down there to Chicago, Chi-town there, Mr. McCarthy. Go home. Hey, they got a good quarterback situation. So
now,
I mean, he got a Dak 2.0.
Now here's some funny things here. Now, Mike McCarthy has the 4th best winning percentage in Cowboys history, even better than Jimmy Johnson. And Jimmy Johnson won 2 rings. Now here's the scary part.
Now that would be. I don't see Devontae going there because of Justin Jefferson. And what's the other dude's name?
Addison.
Yeah, I don't see that happening there. Oh, trade Jefferson to the Jets? That's never happening.
Oh,
that's Madden. That's Madden talk.
I mean, heck, Garrett Wilson wants to leave already. Oh God, no. No. Oh, she's going Brett Favre. Oh God. Oh goodness. Oh. I mean, if Aaron Rodgers pulls a Brett Favre and goes to the Vikings,
Ouch.
Wow.
I wouldn't do it. Aaron Rodgers is on the decline. I don't even think football's fun to him anymore. It's not fun.
He can just go away and go in his condo in a far, far away galaxy for all I care. I mean, yes,
Yeah.
he'll be the green jacket, gold jacket.
First ballot for sure.
They're not on the same page. That's the curse this year.
I
Well,
don't disagree with that. I do not
Okay.
disagree with that.
but now, of course, once McCarthy got let go from the Cowboys, of course, the whole Deion Sanders name comes in.
No.
Now, you think Deion's going to Arlington. Please explain why you think that.
Oh, no. I don't think that.
Oh, okay.
I think there's a highly chance.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even Dion has come out and said that him and they talked about it.
Yes.
But
He also said he loves being in Boulder, Colorado. Also,
that's it. But he. What do you think about Jason Witten?
that would make my sister happy. I mean, she'd be like, "Yes, we suck, but damn it, my head coach is hot." That's something she would say. Where's the lie? But you know what though?
Jason Witten.
Something that Troy Aikman said was very, very intriguing on the Monday Night pregame show, which I didn't watch. But, well, again, only thing I watch on ESPN, pardon the interruption, and actual games. I could not tell you the last time I watched a full episode of SportsCenter because SportsCenter is not the SportsCenter that me and Mizzle grew up with.
I just
Okay.
put it on in the background if I'm doing like something and I don't feel like paying attention to TV. Like say if I'm on a laptop doing something, I'll just put just to hear highlights.
Or
I don't
or
watch it
30
per
for
se.
30. I'll watch the 30 for 30s because those are very damn good. But
I do watch First Take though, just to crack up. Because you know why? I like that. I like that they got to eat their words when it comes to Ohio State right now. Especially how bad they were talking about Ohio State.
yeah,
And now Ohio State is, in the dance.
still go Notre Dame. But that's just one man's opinion.
Oh well, it's the gold helmet. I ain't said I was
Go-
rooting for Ohio State. I just like to see
I
them
know,
up
I know.
there eat their fucking
Go-
words.
Go touchdown Jesus. But you know what?
Do it for Rudy.
Do it for Rudy. But anyhow, but you know what? Even if Ohio State were to win the national championship, Michigan fans will be like, "But you didn't beat us. We came to your house and beat y'all."
Ooh, but guess what? I don't care. I got this nice shiny fucking trophy. You can have all that. You can have all that banter all you want.
And that would be the rebuttal. Absolutely.
Yeah, you can have all that banter all you want. You didn't do all this, but did you win this? See, that's the same thing that happened in this house.
That's a good question. I don't know what the Buffaloes would do if Deion were to go take the Cowboys' job, and I agree.
Whew.
Screw the Buckeyes. Cheer, cheer for old Notre Dame. Wake up the echoes, screaming thy name. Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
But I mean, and here's the thing. Well, a friend of ours would probably like your message about 5 million gazillion times because he is a diehard Bevo fan.
I'll just hang a star on that just for right there. Yeah.
He would wholeheartedly 1000% agree with you, and probably would give you a whole documentary on why he would say "fuck Quinn Ewers."
Well, it's Arch time now.
It is time for the Arch of Manning to actually throw the ball and not be in as a damn running back. What the hell, Sark? But that's here nor there. But
that's why they deserve to lose. Stupid plays like that.
But yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Could Jerry Jones' ego handle? Oh no! Oh, Why didn't you get Bijan Robinson's autograph? That would have been worth more.
Straight up.
Or heck, have Bevo's hoof, like get a print of Bevo's hoof on the jersey. But
Hey,
can Jerry Jones, could his ego handle the fact that if you were to hire Deion Sanders, that Deion would become the bigger star than the damn owner? Because you know Jerry couldn't have that. You know Jerry wouldn't be able to handle that.
if they're winning, it
That
wouldn't
would
be a
be the
problem.
ultimate question. Could Jerry
If
Jones'
they're
ego?
if they're winning, it would be a problem.
Oh well, charity purchase. That's nice. A charity purchase. That's always good.
Nothing wrong with that.
Okay. But what if the Cowboys are not winning?
Well,
Because you know.
Deion gonna be doing a whole lot of preaching.
Yeah. But also, and you know this as well as I do, and this is the ugly, well, not the ugly elephant in the room, but you already know. Deion's like, Jerry, if I'm coming, you gotta take my boys.
They don't need a quarterback.
I get it. And
Well,
I
then there's
understand
no
it.
purpose. Then there. I don't see nothing happening there with that.
Again.
That's the simple reason why I don't want. As I just sat here and had a full-fledged conversation about a Niner fan trying to tell me that the Raiders are going to sign Deion Sanders and draft his sons. No, they're not going to do that because I don't think he can cut either one of his sons. Period. And that
Niner
right
fans,
there.
Niner fans, stop meddling in Raider fans' business. Worry about our team fixing the damn freaking offensive line because it needs to be fixed. And worry about them re-signing Dre Greenlaw and figuring out who's going to be the defensive coordinator if Robert Saleh decides not to come back to Santa Clara. That should be your focus, not meddling in Raiders business.
Are you banking on that? Are you banking on Robert Saleh coming back? Do you think he's gonna? I don't think he's gonna. Excuse me. I don't think he's gonna land a head coaching position.
Neither do I.
And I believe your friend, and I believe your organization has already laid it on the line.
They made him an offer, but here's my thing.
Okay.
If Saleh comes back, fine. That's all fine and anything. But will Kyle not get in the way of Saleh? That's one of the reasons why Saleh left in the doggone first place.
So, well, motherfuckers better put some pride aside if you want to start winning some fucking football games.
Say that louder for them in the back of Great America so they can hear you. As Miss Jody says, it brings the same, if not more, attention and money to the Cowboys because you know Stephen Jones ain't the media guy. No, Stephen Jones is not. And that's probably will be one good thing for Cowboy fans once Jerry Jones decides to join J.R. Ewing up in the big oil rig in the sky.
Now, wait a minute, Miss Jody. Wait a minute. You know you can't keep Jerry Jones out the media. He gonna be on sports radio. He gonna be on TV.
He has his own sports radio show. He has his own doggone radio. He has his own doggone radio segment on a major Dallas sports show. Probably Michael Irvin's radio show, because you know Michael Irvin got a radio show in Dallas as well.
Well, here's the thing. I honestly believe Shiloh will definitely, most likely go undrafted. But even if his dad picks him up on the undrafted market, and you put him on the practice squad and this, that, and the third, can he cut his sons if they don't pan out? That's the question I have, and I don't even want that even think that to be on my team. Nope, stay away from it. You're coming in demanding what you want. I get. Do coaches come in demanding, but I gotta get both of your sons? Nah, we ain't doing that, bro.
Miss Jody, I have been asking myself this question.
We're hanging a big star on that one. Oof. Coming in with the fire.
Because B Rabbit as I like to call him sometimes, um, likes to keep getting in his own way. And I really don't understand how, for a guy that is choked
Hmm.
2 Super Bowls away as a head coach,
Hmm.
no need to apologize. And then one as an offensive
Hmm.
coordinator, even though Dan Quinn was the head
Hmm.
coach. I don't understand
He
how
allowed it to happen.
I don't understand how one guy with an ego as he has that has not won anything, even though yes, winning your conference is you have to win your conference before you get to before you get to the championship. I understand that. Get it, got it, good.
But is that all you coach for?
You know that's not all you coach for.
Oh, I heard.
But
Well, some people think just because you get there and you get farther than the other team, another team, that's winning. Oh, if that's how you consider yourself a winner, then don't hang around me because I
only
don't want to
one,
be a person that's been known to win just playoff games or got to the Super Bowl. I want to be known like Michael Jordan, Bill Russell, rings.
I I guarantee. But see, Mike Tomlin has won a ring. That's the difference. Mike Tomlin has
Mm.
Mike Tomlin has 2 rings on his finger, one being on the Buccaneers staff, the other one being on the Steelers. Now, my thing is now, but you know what though? Kudos to Pat Fryermuth, the Steelers tight end, that basically came in and defended his coach today. Um, and I will pull up the article for you because I saw the article on Score. There's no doubt that Mike Tomlin has not won a playoff game in 2016. We get that, we understand that.
Oh, I see. I said that. Yeah. Whew.
But
Yeah.
but kudos to Pat Fryermuth, Steelers tight end, that basically defended his head coach, and he said, and I quote, "I have the utmost faith in the coaching staff. Without Coach T, we wouldn't have been able to be in the playoffs. We all love Coach T. He's a great leader, great coach. I understand Mike Tomlin has lost 6 straight playoff games. I get it. I understand it. They've been one and done. Okay? But as Fryermuth said in this article, it's just not on the coaches, right? Fryermuth said. The coaches can put us in situations, and there are some games where we're running the plays that we're running against other teams that schematically speaking are great plays to run against them, but for whatever reason, we're not executing it. So it's a collective. Coach has got to take criticism. Players have got to take criticism. Despite the playoff loss, marking the 5th straight defeat to end the season, the franchise reportedly intends to retain Mike Tomlin. The 52-year-old is under contract through 2027.
Bro, they don't fire their coaches. The Steelers don't fire their coaches. They retire. Hell,
Now,
if you want
if
to let him
you
go, hell, I'll take Mike Tomlin. Right. I will take Ben Johnson. I understand it, but Mike Tomlin's free. I'll take Tomlin and bring that staff that he got too.
here's the deal with Tomlin. We don't know what the Steelers' stealing is because, again, if you don't have the most important position settled, which is the quarterback, does not matter how good your defense is, and the Steelers have a good defense. Okay, the Rooney.
Well, we saw the Bears finally fire a coach in the middle of the season. Laughing out things. Yeah, well things can change. That's not without a shadow of a doubt. But I guess you're saying that the Steelers need something new. That Mike Tomlin has ran his course, but that's. I guess I can agree with that. But given what the Steelers do, they do not fire their coaches. They let their coaches retire. They weather the storm. They just go and rebuild, try to draft, get good free agents. Did you get rid of him because he can't get any further anymore, but he will win the games to get you to the playoffs? Should we overshadow and look that? As you say, ain't nothing wrong with that. Look at Andy Reid. Well, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true. And and I wish Andy Reid did not come to the Kansas City because I'm really over looking at these Super Bowls that they're winning. I'm over it. Definitely given that I'm a Raider fan. But I don't know. I think the Steelers stick to culture though. That's what they do. It will be shocking if they do because that will be the first coach they have fired in a while. Given their history with their coaches. I still think Mike Tomlin is a good coach and he has to find the right quarterback as well. Yeah, Russ is good, but Russ tends to wear down towards the end of the year. Justin Fields, he had his moments. I don't think he shouldn't have lost his starting job, but I understand the reason why Mike Tomlin went with Russell Wilson because he went with the vet. You know, so but I don't know. Steelers want to get rid of Mike Tomlin. Hey, I'll be the first to be like, bring that shit to me, man. As technology has been giving my brother the business. As as I can't hear him, if you guys can hear him, then that's fine. But I can't hear him. As we go to Jody back in the chats, but other coaches have been fired for the same thing. Just a little confused. There is something going on in that locker room that Tomlin is either not addressing or not aware of. Mm. And it's not getting better, whatever it is. Welcome back. But yeah, we can't hear him. The direction I believe the way the NFL is going in, it's say something. Oh no, you're not there. Um, then who's out there that can replace Mike Tomlin? I mean, we'll know Mike Tomlin will not be without a job if the Steelers decide to move on from him, which I believe that would be the ultimate mistake. But who is out there that will replace him? I'm pretty sure if Mike Tomlin gets go right now, he could end up in Dallas. That will be a good landing spot for him. Remember the Josh Allen and Diggs? It's like that kind of toxic energy. Oh, that was bad. No Mike Tomlin. You think Jerry Jones will not try to make that happen? That is a proven, just like he did snatching Mike McCarthy away from when the Packers let McCarthy go. Hey, hey, I will definitely take Mike Tomlin in a heartbeat. You dang Skippy. That would be a yes. Yes. I will definitely take Mike Tomlin. And hopefully Raider Nation would follow along with that. But yes, Mike Tomlin, he can definitely come on over to the ship. Ooh. I would not like to see Mike Tomlin go to Santa Clara. No. No. that defense will be pretty stacked. I mean, it's already stacked there. He will probably have that defense pretty spiffy with that. I I have no idea what's going on with your you know what? Try to back out and come back in. Maybe that I know that kind of sucks because you've been getting kicked out. Maybe that might work. But definitely no Shanahan swap with Tomlin. I think Tomlin will possibly make that defense pretty good. I mean, I can read your lips and understand what you're saying, but I just can't hear you. Aaron Glenn. Now, where are we placing Aaron Glenn? Because I believe Aaron Glenn will be an excellent coach wherever he goes. I think he should avoid the Orchard Park. I mean, not the Orchard Park. He should avoid the Jets. Definitely stay away from East Rutherford. Don't take that position. Ooh. Man, that would be. Yeah, that oof. Exactly. Exactly. It definitely. And given that we don't know who's out there right now, maybe he could bring a Chip Kelly, depending on what happens in Notre Dame. But I think Aaron Glenn is going to be. What about how do you feel if he went to the Saints? That's another organization that he has played for. Definitely would need a bomb OC.
Can anybody hear me now?
There you go.
Technology can suck it.
Definitely Brian Flores. Definitely.
He shouldn't. He
hands
shouldn't.
down.
Technically, he never should have got fired from Miami in the first place.
Oh no. Okay, I read that wrong. I thought you said should he get an opportunity? Oh yeah. No, I think somebody will give him a chance.
What do I sound like? Now I'm curious. Oh, or maybe I'm just speaking like a mute. I don't know. Flores, do I think he lost it? No, because technically he should have not been fired from Miami in the first place. That's just Stephen Ross being a blithering idiot.
Well, we know why he got fired because he told the truth.
Yeah.
He didn't want to tank.
Yeah. I mean,
he wanted to win.
Yeah. So, I mean, well, bless your heart. Appreciate you.
Don't get him trying to stalk. If anybody is from California or the Bay Area, the Quiet Storm. Oh God, gosh.
102.
Oh, see, there you go.
KBLX.
Don't blow this white bright head up bigger than what it already is.
You stop it.
Good.
No, I know what. No, I know what you mean, Mister. I'm just saying, I don't think he's lost a head coaching opportunity. No. Because if he doesn't do it this way, or this upcoming year, he definitely will be a head coach again because he was doing good things in Miami.
Agreed.
But that's just one man's opinion.
No, I agree. I definitely agree to that.
But I mean, however, interesting to see what will happen in Arlington, Texas. Who will take the Cowboys' job? Who will take the Saints' job? The Jaguars' job? The Raiders' job? Even though the Raiders looks like they will be waiting patiently for Ben Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Just reading the reports. Again, illegal tampering starting soon. Of course, as we know, the new season starts in March. Down to the Elite Eight again. Bills, Ravens, Chiefs, Texans, Eagles, Rams, Commanders, and Lions. All this upcoming weekend. Of course, a week from today, Notre Dame and Ohio State for the national championship. So, I mean, a lot of good things going on here in the wide world of sports. Also, the Gypsy King decides to call it a career.
For how long?
Good question. Good question. No, I don't think Kevin O'Connell's in trouble. No, not at all. Not with the job he's done. No,
The
I
Vikings
think
coach?
Kevin O'Connell's job is safe. Um,
I agree.
he has done great things in Minnesota, um, and I don't know why the Vikings will want to try to get rid of him. I mean, he's 39 years old. Um,
Yeah.
like I
No,
said,
I'm not getting rid of that.
he's been the head coach since 2022. All he has done is got the Vikings to the playoffs 3 straight years. Um,
And just to think he did all this with a quarterback that was supposed to be a backup for him in this year.
correct.
So imagine when
J.J.
JJ
McCarthy's-
McCarthy gets it. Yeah.
This is his third season that he just completed. So in 3 seasons, and here's the thing: in 3 seasons in Minnesota, he's 34-17.
Exactly.
So
it had Kurt.
So his first year in 2022 goes 13-4. Yes, they lose to the Giants in the wild card round with Kirk Cousins. Last year, Cousins gets hurt. They go 7-10. Then he goes 14-3 this past season. So the man has won 67, almost 68% of his games since he has been head coach in the NFL.
Ridiculous.
If you're the Vikings, you would be stupid to let him walk right now. Makes no sense. None. Whatsoever.
None.
2 to 3 years, you've won 13 or 14 games. And you have the little...
Well...
Really?
Ooh.
Why do you think that?
Ooh. He still got a little more time with Jordan Love. I think that marriage is pretty solid. I think that marriage is pretty solid. Jordan Love and LaFleur.
I don't know, because I mean, the man is 67-33. The man wins 67% of his games. I mean, since he has been in Green Bay, he came to Green Bay in 2019, 13-3, got to the NFC title game, lost to my Niners. 2020, 13-3, got to the NFC title game, lost to the Buccaneers. 2021,
which that was a hell of a game. They should have won that game. They just,
yeah. Yeah, they went 8-9-20. Last season they went 9-8. Should have beat my team, but didn't in the playoffs. And then this year 11-6. So I'm not really understanding why he should be gone. Because I mean, I just don't get it. Here, I know owners want to win Super Bowls. I get it. I understand it. Again, only one team is going to be happy at the end of the year. And the last 2 seasons, much to the chagrin of my co-host, it's been the damn Kansas City Chiefs, who are going for a 3-peat. As I was telling a friend of mine, America, or most of America, wants the Lions to win the Super Bowl. I think the NFL wants the Chiefs to 3-peat simply because it's never happened. Me personally, I want chaos. Anybody but the Chiefs. Now, earlier.
Hey, just let the Texans run up the Arrowhead and just run the score down their throat.
Now, Ms. Jody, you weren't here yet, but earlier in this show, I said, now, I don't think it's going to happen, but it could happen, but it could be a Commanders-Rams NFC title game. I'm just saying.
Based on how I see other teams are operating with a figurehead for an head coach with OC and DC seems to be more efficient. Not a lot of teams have a head coach that is also play caller successful. 100%.
Yeah,
don't put your curse on this. Don't.
I am not putting a curse on the Strouds.
Go
Trust me.
CJ.
Trust me.
Go up there to Arrowhead and take care of business.
Trust me. I'm tired of seeing the Kansas City Swifties, in the doggone Super Bowl. I'm just tired of it. Okay, yes, and I'm tired of all the media trying to crown Patrick Mahomes. You've only won three. Shut up. Now if you get
He's 1-3.
now if you get to five to where you could possibly chase the man that likes deflated balls, okay. But I mean, good lord, let's stop the slurpage of Kermit the Frog.
I've been there. You leave my Florida State Seminole alone. All he wants is he just want W's. He wants W's. That's good. That's
That
good.
is that is funny right there. I don't care
Yeah,
who you are.
we'll
That's
definitely hang a star on that one for sure.
flippin' believable. Oh, that's great. That is great. That is great. That is great. That is great. But looks like Ohio boys in the championship strawed with ball out. Well,
Okay. Let's get the good juju.
I get it, but my football team, I'll put that out there. Mine had a horrible offline. Um,
Oh hell, I wouldn't even say that mine wasn't too shabby either.
well, I mean,
But who was the most sacked quarterback this year?
that's that. Now that's going to be my question. Who gave which O line gave up the most sacks this season is the question.
Was it Joe Burrow?
I don't know, but Cincinnati's O line
No,
has been suspect at times.
I don't think it was Joe Burrow.
Well, if we're talking about sacks in the game, the record is still held by the late great Derek Thomas. He had 7,
Yes.
which he did
Even though
twice.
even though Khalil Mack flirted with it with 5. I
Yes.
think Max had 4 in the game against Denver. Khalil Mack had another 5-sack game when he was with Inglewood against the Raiders.
Well, I mean, the Bears' line has been atrocious the last I don't know how many years, so that's not
Oh, good
surprising.
lord! Oh, I think it was Aaron Rodgers. So I would say the Jets between the Jets and the Bears. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So here is your top 10 of teams that gave up the most sacks in the NFL. The Bears led the way with 68, Browns 66, Seahawks 54, Texans 54, Patriots 52, Titans 52, and number 7 the Commanders with 50. Well,
Well, as yet his technology
actually the
according to
Raiders
take
and
the
Commanders are tied at
Ah,
44, or I'm sorry, Eagles 41 this year. Buccaneers 40, Cowboys 38, Saints 37, Panthers 36, Lions 33, Colts 32, Falcons 32, and of course, the last 3 want to be crappy.
well, I knew my team was in there somewhere. We didn't protect with shit till towards the end of the year.
Now, the Broncos led the league in sacks. They had 63.
Oh,
Ravens 54, Cowboys 52, Vikings, Texans tied at 49, Chargers 46, Buccaneers 46, Packers 45, Giants 45, Seahawks 45, Commanders 43, Jets 43, Cardinals 41, Eagles 41.
Well,
You can throw the
they're-
Chiefs' offensive line
I'm
in
about
there
to say. I'm
too.
about to say they're not the Kansas City Chiefs.
Throw in the
You took the word.
throw in the Swifties.
Yes.
Hey, I'm just reading the stats. Don't not. I mean, you, get on the NFL if you want to, argue that.
They're basically telling you who they want, where they want, when they want, and how they want it.
As I'm typing. Okay, what serious question would you like to ask?
Yes. Inquirer minds would like to know.
So yes, the Chicago Bears gave up the most sacks with 68. Can y'all please explain to me the face mask penalty? So the face mask obviously is the face guard in the front of the helmet, and if a team of the opposing player grabs that, um, they'll be flagged. Now there's a 5-yard face mask and a 15-yard face mask. Depending on the severity of the face mask grab, if you nearly turn the player's neck around, you'll get thrown for the
And he's
15-yard
looking out
face
his ear
mask.
hole.
Yeah, but that's how it normally goes.
That you definitely don't want to be looking out your ear hole.
No, never that. Correct. It was not called, and it should have been called. Absolutely.
Which game was that? I remember I saw that. Which game was that again?
That was the Thursday night game earlier in the season in Inglewood on Thursday night when Darnold got
That's the
hit
one. That's
with
the
a
one. He
whistle
when
around
his
before the
face.
game.
Okay, that's happened in the end zone, didn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
But again, the referees only see the Kansas City Chiefs. Just remember that. That's all they see. They don't see nothing else. They don't see no other color but the Chiefs.
Wait a minute. What? So the Colts are going to interview Dennis Allen for the DC job.
I don't think he'll ever get a head coaching position again.
He shouldn't. Although there was rumors, although there was news talking about that he might interview for the DC job at Santa Clara. I'm like, no, damn it, the interview for a head coaching position. And the Bears also interviewed interim coach Thomas Brown for the vacant head coaching job, so they've done their rooney rule due diligence.
I think it's gonna be Mike McCarthy.
So the Raiders want to interview the logo for the head coaching position. They interviewed Vance Joseph.
I don't know what the hell they were thinking. I do not need no more donkey stench in that organization. We already got we already had the flipping Patriot donkey way. I don't need him to bring his shit to Las Vegas. No. This team needs to go in an offensive minded coach, get the good DC and just figure it out. But no. No Vance Joseph. I don't even want Pete Carroll.
Okay, so Clint Kubiak, formerly of the Saints OC,
He's not shabby.
Being interviewed, if they would get to the news, which I'm trying to get on the ticker on NFL Network. Clint Kubiak, Saints OC, is being interviewed with the Browns on Monday and interviewing with the Seahawks for vacant offensive coordinator spots. Interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting.
What if the Raiders brought back Warren Sapp as a coordinator position?
No, he can stay in Boulder.
Oh, baby.
Hey, Corey Graves did not look thrilled to be on NXT.
No, he does not. I did not know that. As she said, did y'all hear
Eh,
that Bo Nix play through the game with a fractured back? No, I did not know
I
that.
did not know that as well. Well, then he should have let the backup play.
He won't go where Sanders go. Well, that's if Dion decide. Well, I don't know. We will see what happens unfold with the drama in Arlington, Texas, involving the Arlington Cowboys. We shall see. No, he got in the game. Probably when the game was decided, because I mean,
Yeah.
the Broncos went up 7-0, and then once Will Lutz missed that field goal, it was all she wrote for the Broncos, and the Bills just had all she wrote.
Goodbye.
Well, obviously, Mizzle said no, no, no to the Dion or to Sapp coaching the Raiders. Well, we shall see
Yes.
what happens, but nonetheless, thank you all for hanging out with us on this hour and a
Oh,
half
yes.
edition. And thank you to the 5 viewers still rocking with us on this.
I can get some
Now,
sleep.
now officially, it's the next day.
That time.
It is definitely nap time, and unfortunately, it's my Monday. Well, I know one
Oh,
Miami fan that's very happy about it. And I think it was smart for Carson Beck to stay in college because he needs another year of seasoning because he's not ready for the NFL yet. So we will see how he will fit in Mario Cristobal's offense in Miami. We shall see. Um, but for Mizzle, he'll just be happy to sack him and his
yeah.
girlfriend. Go ahead,
Just go
Jay.
ahead and take those L's out there in Miami. That's good. Just throw those interceptions, especially when Florida State plays Miami. Just go ahead and be in a giving mood. We'll take all the handouts. We do not discriminate on a quarterback wanting to hand the ball over to us. Straight up.
Well, folks, appreciate y'all. When is Michael Irvin? When is Michael Irvin ever happy? That's that, and that really is a
Don't get me started because I could have said a whole lot. I could have said a whole lot right there. Oh boy, Pandora's box could have got open with that one.
But it is funny when he does go off on a passionate, a
Yes.
rapid, passionate tangent, especially about his doggone Arlington Cowboys. But nonetheless, thank you to everybody for hanging out with us and leaving some comments on a very good, productive uh, early Monday night, early Tuesday edition of the Mizzle and
Yes.
Dub Show. We appreciate you guys. Especially appreciate Miss Jody. Miss Jody, we missed you during the playoff watching on Sunday.
Yes.
Hopefully, we will do that back on Championship Sunday for the AFC and NFC Championship games.
What week is? I think that would be the week that I'm not. I am
No,
working.
you're working this weekend,
Yes.
so that'll be the next weekend. You wouldn't be working. The
Oh,
conference
so I'm off.
the conference championship game will be on the 26th.
I am off.
Yes. Well, okay. So Miss Jody, we do another football show which is called Talking Ish with Dub, Chris, and Mizzle. That's also on YouTube. So subscribe to that
Definitely
channel
subscribe.
also. And then Thursday we will dissect all the divisional round playoff games. And then on Sunday, under the Talking Ish banner, we normally do a playoff watch-in to where we watch the game on TV, but we talk about it because we can't show because we'll get flagged for copyright stuff. But we, do a watch along, talk through during the games, and talk about other football stuff. It's very
Give
entertaining.
our analysis.
Yes. So definitely want you to check that out along with us. But thank you to all that came in and hung out with us. Before we go, even though we can't stand the franchise, We do that too. If it's a bad play, we will talk that ish and be like, "What in the heck are you running, and why did you run that play?" So no, nothing is off limits. We talk about good, bad, the ugly, and be like, "Why are y'all doing that?" And yes, we really do
It's
talk ish.
definitely the title, Talking
Yes,
Ish.
talking ish. But before we before we fully go, now can't stand the team that wears purple and gold, but when an honor is due, an honor is due. And I did not know, and I really don't know why it took them that long to retire his jersey. But Michael Cooper, congratulations on getting your retired jersey
Oh,
by the Lakers. One of the best Laker
I will
defenders of
applaud
all
that.
time.
Yes, I definitely will applaud that.
And oddly enough, Michael Cooper is the only Laker to win Defensive Player of the Year. Go figure. But it still did not stop the fact that on Mother's Day in 1987, Sleepy Floyd took you to school when he became Superman in the playoff game at the Oakland Alameda Coliseum Arena back in 1987. But, that's what it is. Go Commanders and Rams and Bills and Texans. Well, we know who her Final Four is. As Miss Jody says, that's my Final Four for the NFL.
Whoever's playing the Chiefs win.
Well, this week that would be the Houston Texans.
We'll go Texans.
Go underground. All right. Okay.
Yes.
Now we really are going to take a nap. But appreciate you guys for being with us here on the Mizzle Dub Show. Thank you to all of y'all for watching. And as always, it's 5 o'clock some damn where. And this has been episode 294.
Oof. 6 away. We are literally 6 away. Wow. Thank you. Good night. Appreciate it. As my brother is going to freeze and go away, and I'll just end the show myself. And guess what? That, ladies and
6
gentlemen,
away from
there it
300.
is.
So, good morning. Good night. Good night.
And that deserves a yeet.